Hey, good evening, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of According to Sacha podcast, the conversation series where we come to you every Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with a whole nother entrepreneur, a whole nother professional, creative, anybody who fits the platform is up here. So tonight we have our special guest is April Fore, and she is the author of The Adventures of EGG, and she's going to tell you all about that a wonderful and amazing book and the special project behind it and the meaning and all that good stuff. But first, you know what we have to do, right? So we have to like, follow, and share. Okay, like, follow, and share all our platforms. You know where we at? We're here via StreamYard on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, and then we're also on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and the list goes on. You see it down at the bottom. But thank you for always being here and tuning in with us. So we want you to be engaged, and I will have a giveaway tonight as well, but it'll be after the interview with Miss April Fore. So you want to stay to the end to see if you would win one of these hotel accommodations to somewhere around the world. And knowing me, I might send you to Cancun, let's see, Hawaii, I don't know, Dubai, somewhere like that. But trust me, I have a whole list in the States, out of the States, everything. So you want to stay tuned for that. If you didn't get a chance to participate in my post that I was getting everybody to chime in on, you still have time now. So throw in the chats, be engaged with us tonight. If you're watching and you have not communicated on that one post, whether it was on TikTok, Facebook, or Instagram, go ahead and throw it in now in that chat, in the comments. Like, where would you like to go? You have to put in a destination in order to qualify for this giveaway. And the giveaway is sponsored by Travels with Tony J. She is a full service travel agency, and she is sponsoring our giveaway for tonight. But I am going to go ahead and get with Miss April Fore. Before I go, I have one message to play, and then after that, I will have her up. Stay tuned, guys. Entrepreneurship, small business, is something that everybody would love to do, making their own money. And this is what we will be talking about on According to Sacha. Hey, April, how are you?
I am very well. How are you, Sacha?
I am doing good, doing good. Thank you so much for being here tonight and being a part of the According to Sacha podcast, the conversation series. We're so excited to have you here tonight.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So, one of the things I do on this show, I ask everybody the same question every time, and I love it. I always kind of stomp people with it. Let's go ahead and tell the world, who is Miss April Fore?
April 4 is a mommy first and carefree spirit, creative, life of the party. I'm an empath. I don't know. I'm just that person that just loves being around people and loves helping people. I definitely think I'm a helper. I'm a helper.
You helper, good, wonderful. And we definitely need helpers in this world. I tell you, there's nothing like having somebody who cares about what they do, but also the people that they serve when they do it. So thank you so much for all of that you do. But I know that you have something amazing, somewhere amazing you're going to. So we're not going to keep you too long. You guys, she is going to travel out. So we want to go ahead and let her talk about her amazing book and everything else she has going on in her world. And so you are the author of The Adventures of EGG, or do you call it EGG, or you just say egg, or how do you do it?
We say egg. Egg.
Egg. Okay.
Yeah, the adventures of egg.
Adventures of Egg. Okay. And then egg actually stands for Emma Grace Godwin's.
Yes, Emma Grace Godwin. Emma Grace is the name of my daughter, or was the name of my daughter. And and we'll talk about that, but she has a condition called Turner, or she had a condition called Turner syndrome. And is what was the reason behind the book, the series, and her last name is Godwin because God always wins. So I wanted something to tie that in. So her name is Emma Grace Godwin.
God wins. I love that. I love that. So let's go ahead and just dive on in. Okay, so you have the book, you have the series, and it's an adventure. So let's go
Mhm.
ahead and talk about how you came to that. What transitioned it into like your perception of it being an adventure, and then we'll learn a little bit more about Turner syndrome.
So the way that the Adventures of Ed came to be was 2014. I was pregnant with Emma Grace, and oh, I'm sorry, I was pregnant with Emma Grace. You still hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So I was pregnant with Emma Grace, and I was so excited, so happy. I was a nanny at the time, and that's what I do. I take care of children. I love taking care of children, but it was my turn to have one that looked like me, so I was so excited. And we went to a checkup, like a routine checkup, and my sisters came down. My best friends came there. It was gonna be our first time. It was like doing the ultrasound sonogram, and so we were really excited. And and then the doctor called us in to go over the results, and he said that there was a cystic hygroma on her neck, forming on her neck. So that was an indication that there were some chromosomal abnormalities, and and I was like, okay. And I'd worked with children, so if there was something, if she was going to have, at the time I didn't know if it was a girl, but if she was going to have some special needs, I was going to be able to handle that because, that was my child and I was ready for that. But he said that it was going to be, it would either be Down syndrome or Turner syndrome. And I'd never heard anything about Turner syndrome, so I was like, okay. I had to take a karyotype test. Um, and that's where they test the blood of the mother to see the sex of the child and do other testing. And then I had to wait 14 grueling days to figure out if she was going to have this condition, if it was going to be Down syndrome, if it was a girl, if it was a boy. So that was like the worst waiting game ever. So 14 days later, I we found out that she had Turner syndrome, and I'm like, okay. And so it was like, all right, well, we'll just deal with Turner syndrome. But with Turner syndrome, there's like a 1% chance that she would have made it. 15% of miscarriages are girls that are Turner syndrome girls. So their chances of making it to birth is very low. So on May 23rd, 2014, she went back to heaven. She didn't make it. And I was devastated. I was living in Atlanta at the time, and I moved back with my family. I came home to South Carolina because at that time I was like, I need to be with my family. I need to be with my mom. I need my mom. And and so came home and I went back to school, and it was a class assignment. We had to write. I went to school for education, early childhood development, and it was class assignment, and we had to write a children's book. And I said, okay, so I just started writing the Adventures of Emma Grace because I wanted something to. I wanted her legacy to continue on. Like I didn't want um, that it was a part of my journey, but I didn't want that just to be the end. I didn't want because I was it was 16 weeks. I had her inside of me for 16 weeks, and I just felt like she still mattered. Like she was still a part of me. Like I gave her a name, and she was my baby, and she changed my life. Like my family, we were all excited, and that's what children do. They change your life. So even though she wasn't here physically, she still made me a better person. She made me, I say that she made me a finisher. Like she was, I'm like, after that, everything I did, I was like, I want to make her proud. Even though she's not here with me physically, I
Mm-hmm.
feel her spiritually, and I want to make her proud. So I, finished school, and then 2019, I was like, I write a children's book. I didn't know anything about it. So I was like, yeah, let's write a children's book and let's make it about Turner syndrome. And I wanted it to, because I always say, if you don't see it, create it. If you don't see it, you have to create it. And I didn't
Yeah.
see books about girls with Turner syndrome. I didn't see books with little black girls with Turner syndrome. So I'm like, let's write a book about little girls with syndrome, with Turner syndrome. So that is how I started the Adventures of Egg. And I call it the Adventures because in a way it's like things that I think that she would have enjoyed. It's like a time where it's like her and I are still together. We're still having those moments. We
Yeah.
writing through, writing the stories, our experiences. I think she would be like, or how I picture her personality. So the first book is Emma Grace Gets a New Friend. So in the first book, um, she makes a friend, but you're learning about Turner syndrome. So you're learning about what it is and how it affects girls and things like that. Then the second book is Emma Grace Gets New Ears. So girls with Turner syndrome often have many health challenges. Um, so they have problems sometimes hearing. So she gets hearing aids in the second book. And um, and then the third book, which will be coming out in Christmas, it'll be a Christmas book. It's Emma Grace Gets a Promotion. So I am pregnant in the book, and she'll get promoted to a big sister. And then you're introduced to my daughter that I have now, Talia. And yeah, so that is how I started the book. And I have my family in there, and I like about what I love about the book is at the end of it, there's a glossary, and it talks about like what a podiatrist is, because in the first book she gets orthotics, and then you learn about orthotics and just terms that you normally wouldn't hear.
Mhm.
Because I just wanted to bring some normalcy to girls that have Turner syndrome, or children that do have to have orthotics or have to get hearing aids and things like that. So I just wanted to do my part and bring awareness to Turner syndrome, and also making books that look like us, have because representation matters a lot. Um, and we have little dolls, which I think is so cute. We have dolls, and they have like little Afro puffs. And my daughter now, she likes to wear her hair like her big sister. That's what she says. I want to wear my hair like eggs. So
Aw.
yeah, yeah.
That is such a beautiful story. It's like you have taken something that when people lose a child, either you're gonna go into more of that grief, but you took a lot of that and you made it a very positive, had a positive ending, and not even an ending, but it's still, like you said, it's a legacy that keeps going, and you keep her alive through those books. So it's almost like as if when you're imagining that next story, it's like, okay, hey mom, no, I want you to write like this, and just go
Yeah.
ahead and put it out there, and it's just like, being able to have that journey, you're still have that journey with her, and even though she's watching, she's watching you, but I'm quite sure she's like, no, yeah, that's a good story, yeah, we're going to do this. And every time you want to change, I'm like, oh no, no, you need to keep writing like this. But it's such a beautiful story. I really love that. So you guys, if you want to go check it out, she does have a Shopify store, and I'll make sure it's in the description of the video, and I'll throw it in the chat as well, because you need to go and support this. There are a lot of syndrome, there are a lot of health challenges that so many people have that we don't know about. So by you bringing awareness to this
Mhm.
in the most creative way is really a good blessing, because you are helping people to identify with that. But then also those who are going through it can feel very good. It's like a confidence booster to say, oh, there's a book about a little girl, that has this or anything like that. So they can really feel and see themselves in that
Mhm.
book. And so that's such a beautiful thing. So wonderful,
Yes.
wonderful for you, and just keeping her story
Thank
alive,
you.
or actually making her story live. And yeah, so that's such
Yeah.
a wonderful
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, because that's what you're making her story live,
Thank you.
so yeah, you're welcome for that.
Mhm.
And oh my gosh, I'm just kind of like taken back by all that information you just shared. That's so wonderful. And
Mhm.
so it's there. So you have dolls, and you have the series, you
Mhm.
have the books, and you have one coming out for Christmas. Do you have anything else in the pot, like
Mhm.
another product other than the book?
Yeah, we have. we have T-shirts, of course. We have the egg dolls. We have the books. We have the T-shirts, and I always feel that when you have children, you can't do for one and not do for the other. So I do have a book that dropped today. It was released today. It's Talia's book about my daughter that that I have now. She just turned 5, and it is called Everything to Everyone. Because not only is she my rainbow baby, but she is everything to everyone in our family and to our village and the people that meet her. She's just like a ray of sunlight. And so I wanted to write a book about her because she knows about eggs and we talk about eggs. But I never want her to feel that she's not as special as egg because it does
Mhm.
get, we talk about mammals because we have books and things like that. But I have to write a book series for Talia as well, and I did, and I'm very happy. It came out today on her birthday. But yeah, so that is what is out there now. That's our newest. It's published through my publishing company, the Egg Stories. But yeah, so it dropped today. Everything to everyone.
Oh, wow, that's wonderful. And you said her name is Talia, right?
Yes, her name is Talia Simone.
All right. Well, happy birthday, Talia. Everybody out there, y'all put in the comments, happy birthday, Talia. Today is her birthday, and she is traveling for her birthday, you guys. Like us parents nowadays, we know how to do things. At 5 years old, she
Yeah,
is going on a trip, and it's not Disney World. So, so we
it's
want to
not.
wish her a happy birthday and safe travels for you all as well. And
Thank
so,
you.
if I was to ask you, just having that,
Alright, attention Southwest
what's that?
passengers on
Oh, you're
flight
going to start
121
boarding
serves
soon.
to Houston on
Um,
JB11.
what would
I'll
be
be
the
your
number
customer service
one?
agent for this evening.
Who would be
If you
the
have
number
anything
one
that needs
advice?
I'm so sorry. We are in medical assistive devices. You can come we are in the airport. I'm sorry. April Four is also on the go a lot. It would be about either $40 or $50. I'm not too sure. Also, just a reminder, FAA requires only one person
So we
on
have
the
an
flight per
interruption
flight,
by.
so if you have more than that, you get consolidated
Yes, I
passes
knew she was
to.
in the airport, you guys. That's why we was trying to, get her going and talking and everything. But I wanted to
Okay.
kind of get all
Well,
of that out the way
we should be
before they
boarding
start
in
talking.
about 58 minutes. If you have any questions
We're
or
having
help, any issues
interruptions
with
by.
flying Southwest. No, I'm trying
I
to do
love
an
it.
interview. Okay. Okay,
Yes, I was
sorry.
going
So
to
what was you
ask.
saying?
Oh, no worries. Oh, so what is the number one advice that you would give to someone who wants to write a book? If it's something to deal with a legacy style story.
Well, I just think about how you want that person represented. Like this story was Immigrace wasn't here, so I had to write the story. She didn't leave her mark. She wasn't here to leave her mark with people and them have memories of her. So I had to create the memories. Um, I had to create that, and her. I wanted her to come across as someone being strong and fearless, and because the girls who do make it, the girls that do have trauma syndrome, these are fighters. Like they have an array of different illnesses and conditions or health concerns that they have to deal with on a daily basis. But these little girls are so strong and so inspirational. And I wanted her to be that. So when I think of her, that is what I picture, and that is how I write her in our stories. And I say to anyone that is wanting to write that book, do it. Like I did not know what I was doing. I did not know. I didn't know what I was doing, and I was just like, okay. I knew how I wanted it to look. I knew how I wanted the characters to look. I knew how I wanted the pictures to look and things like that. I went on Fiverr, it's where they have like freelancers, and I went on there and I shopped around and I found someone that I liked and I just went with it. I had my cousin, she was my editor, and I just went with it. And I mean, it's a lot of trial and error, and it's a lot of like, oh, okay. And then the next book was a little different because then I knew more. I knew how I wanted this. I knew how I wanted that to go. And then the third book is different because I learned more on this time and with this book and well, let's not do this and let's do this. So it's growing with each, it's just me by myself. It's not, there's no team, there's no one saying, well, there's no deadlines, there's no, um, no one saying, well, here you need to do this or giving this assistance. Like you have to learn how to do it yourself, and then and once it's done, it's like, wow, I did that. I did not think that I could do it. So that makes you feel good.
Good. That's wonderful. That is so wonderful. So I just love it. You guys, you have to definitely go and check out her series. I put the her Shopify in the chat so you can look at it. And I want you to go ahead and support April Fore's books and her t-shirts and her dolls. You know, you have birthdays coming up, you have Christmas coming up, anything and everything. You go ahead and just support and make sure that we keep her legacy alive as well. So if you want to follow April and you learn more about the adventures of Egg, then go ahead and follow her on Instagram and Facebook. All the information is right here. You have a way of contacting her. And April, we thank you so much. Usually I don't rush people off. I like to sit and have a good conversation, but I know they're gonna be calling y'all. They're gonna start boarding y'all soon. So I just want to make sure that you be able to get where you need to go. But I want you to have safe travels and enjoy that trip and have a wonderful time on Talia's birthday. And thank you for being here with us.
Thank you so much, Sasha. Thank you for being understanding the interruptions and all that. But thank you so much.
You're so welcome. All right. Bye
All
bye.
right. Bye.
All right, you guys. So definitely go follow her and learn more about Turner syndrome. In the description on the video, there's a website where you can actually learn more about it. And if there's opportunities for you to contribute, to give, anything of that nature to to the website that is listed, and then also visit, April's Sacrifice store and support her journey that she's doing for her daughter Emma Grace, and the new book that she has for Talia as well. Isn't that awesome? She had a book that released for Talia today on her birthday, and so I really think that's really cool. All right, you guys. So now I could go back to do it all the other parts of the show that I usually do. So now it's just you and I right now. All right. So today I announced that I was going to do a giveaway. And the giveaway is for I couldn't choose. I was just like, okay, well, I have the options to do a 3 or 4 or 5 night stay. There are hotel accommodations only. And but you have the opportunity of going somewhere, you guys. So out of the people who chimed in on the post that that I made on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. So I have several people that actually responded, and I'm going to do like a random drawing out of that. And what we're going to do is I had a hard time selecting um, what destination, the hotel accommodations at the destination point. So I love to travel, and a lot of these places I do love. So I had to make sure that I didn't put where I wanted to go in there. So I wanted to make sure I was just being fair and not biased when it comes to that in the destination. So what I did was just threw out a whole lot of them. And I asked that whoever chimed in on those comments, in order for you to win, you had to show up for the live. And these people did show up for the live. So thank you, Mike, Nicole, Jaden. I see you. And there was one more person that chimed in. I don't see her name. But you had to list a location, like where you want to go, and then you had to show up. So those were the requirements for participating tonight. All right. So what I'm going to do is 1, 2, 3. I have 3 people that showed up that chimed in. All right. So all 3 of y'all going to be winners. Okay. Now, where you going to go? We're about to find out. All right, so let me go ahead and share. What I did is I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna pull up the spinner wheel. All right, you guys. All right, so I know you can see it. Okay, so I'm going to, since we have three people that I'm going to actually give the giveaway to because three of y'all showed up, that's doable. So we're going to go ahead and spin the wheel, okay? And wherever it goes for the first person is going to be Mike Parker. So wherever the wheel lands on is where you're going to be going, okay? All right, let's do this. All right, Mike. So you will be going to Punta Cana. All right. So Punta Cana is. I will make sure that you get the information. You will be contacting Travels with Tony J. She is the one that's sponsoring the giveaway tonight. And congratulations, Mike. Punta Cana it is. Punta Cana is a 4-night stay. So it is going to be a 4-night stay in Punta Cana. All right. All right. So we're going to go with the next person who is going to be Nicole White. Okay. So, Nicole, let's go ahead and spin this wheel. All right, Nicole, you have won complimentary hotel stay in Cancun. Cancun is a 5-night stay. So, congratulations, Nicole. You have a 5-night. Let me make sure I write this down. A 5-night stay in Cancun. Once again, it is hotel accommodations, sponsored by Travels with Tony J. I'll make sure you get her contact information, contact her directly. And so we have Mike Parker with Punta Cana, it's a 4-night stay. Nicole won a 5-night stay, and she wanted to go to New York. See, we're sending you somewhere better. All righty. Okay, so one more. So it's going to be Jaden Jones. He wanted to go to, I think, was it Greensboro? Well, let's see where I'm going to send you. Miami. All right. So, Jaden, you're not going to go to Greensboro, but you're going to go to Miami. I hope that that is good enough for you. I hope you like that work versus going to, I think it was Greensboro. Was it Greensboro or somewhere you said? But either way, you're going to Miami. All right. So, Miami is going to be a 3-night stay, hotel accommodations in Miami. All right, so you good with this? Everybody's happy. So congratulations. Congratulations, Jaden, Nicole, and Mike. See, it does pay to show up to According to Sacha podcast, you know. All right, you guys. So I will make sure that all three of y'all have the information for Tony J. I want to say thank you, Tony, for being a good partner, a strategic partner with According to Sacha podcast. During the second season, we will be coming back and giving out more giveaways, you guys. So I will have more trips. I will have other things. You're welcome. You're welcome, Mike. You're welcome. Yeah, Miami is better. Yeah, I bet Miami is better, right? But if you, I don't know if you want to drive, but if you drive, you can stop, in down south on your way. I think it was Greensboro, wherever you see you had to do research. So just stop there on your way to Miami or stop, on your way back. But who wants to drive to Miami, right? But anyway, but yeah, so I will be doing some giveaways. So if you are a business owner out there and you want to be a part of this giveaway, if you have products and services that you would like to, say, hey, look, Sacha, I would like to put in something in your giveaway box for the second season, definitely reach out to us. You can email me at according to Sacha at gmail.com. That's according the number 2, Sacha, SACHA at gmail.com. And we'll get that all set up for you. If you have business you want to come and talk about. You want to be interviewed on our show, send us an email. If you would like to be a show sponsor where we can play your videos and have you on as commercials and all that good stuff, we can do that too. So, yeah, connect with us. If you're not already following us on all of the channels that we're on, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Spotify and everything, go ahead and make sure you like us, follow, subscribe, whatever it is you have to do, download some podcast, whatever it is, definitely show up. And I thank you so much for your support that you've given us so far. And if you're ever listening on Anchor FM, you can actually go on and send us a message. There's a voice message option there. There's ways that you can support there as well. And yeah, we would love to make sure. Yeah, we would love to play some of your messages. So definitely go ahead and look that up. But I think that's all for tonight, you guys. So thank you so much for being with us. We'll be back next Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with another entrepreneur that's going to share some things that they have going on. And just make sure you stay connected with me. I'm everywhere. I'm doing everything. I got a new book out. Go to Amazon.com and get the book. It's Beyond the Music. Better yet, go to the website www.swimgtgroup.com/ Beyond the Music. Go purchase the book. And then I'll be interviewed tomorrow and on Mike Robinson's show. And so, the flyers out there. I can't even keep up with my own schedule, but yeah, y'all just make sure y'all just follow me, help me keep up with my own self. But anyway, thank y'all so much for being here tonight. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And remember to command your day and be great in everything you do. Bye.